His new film sees you team up with Steven Soderbergh again. Again, and obviously he's made some incredible films over the years, hasn't he? Ocean's 11, Traffic, and many others.
It's very much a piece looking at our relationship with pharmacology, and in particular, you know, prescription pills and the relationship with a doctor and a patient.
I honestly believe medication will help you.
Prozac, Wellbutrin, Effexor. Maybe she's a candidate for one of these newer meds, the Blixa.
And then it's hard to, I've got to tiptoe around one.
I know, there's lots of twists.
There is a twist in it that takes it in a completely different direction. It was like Stephen had put two films together almost. One is very much a look at big drug companies and our relationship with them, and the other is very much a sort of Hitchcock thriller.
Nobody has had a client react to a side effect.
Your arrogance here is breathtaking. You take no responsibility.
For her body's reaction to a medicine, it only just came on the market.
You mentioned this relationship between society and prescription antidepressant pills, things like that. As a British actor working in America, do you think there's a different relationship between the two societies in the States and the UK?
Very much so, and I think this is perhaps more of an issue in America, where they advertise drugs on TV, and if you like, sell the good life, sell the better life, if you just take this magic pill.
She had no history of violence.
We need to ask you to step off this now.
What does that mean?
We've just come through the Leveson inquiry, and we await what's going to actually happen with it. I mean, are you worried that, after all, you know, we've heard about how yourself, you felt you were being observed for 3 years, I think you said. You felt paranoid.
Well, I felt I wasn't, I was.
Yeah, you were being observed.
I was basically under surveillance.
Sure. I mean, do you worry that it's actually going to be implemented, the recommendations?
I certainly hope so. I mean, I'm not holding my breath. I'm slightly cynical about the whole thing, to be honest. I thought the initial reaction to it was incredibly dismissive and cynical on behalf of our Prime Minister. I hope it leads the implementation of a new and more efficient and more severe body that sort of polices journalism.
You're 40 now, and
I am, yes.
you said recently that you feel you're approaching your most productive decade.
I think what I probably meant by saying that was that there's a certain amount of minefields you have to tiptoe through in your 20s and 30s as an actor. I think really the roles tend to be more, not two-dimensional, but maybe a little bit more predictable. It's the sort of dashing young lead or the romantic interest.
Did you feel you had to battle against the kind of the pretty boy stereotype? Because a lot of kind of handsome young actors have that, don't like Johnny Depp, as he has said, he has to make himself look a bit ugly sometimes, from Edward Scissorhands.
I suppose you do, and I wasn't in it just to sort of tip up and look pretty. I was in it to play parts. The funny thing looking back is, of course, as the older you get and your hair starts to go and you start to look a little rougher around the edges, you suddenly think, well, damn, why didn't I just enjoy that?